Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine and well at your home. Students, till now we have completed our 9 lessons. Now we are in lesson 10th, that is basic computer operations. Computer operations means what tasks are done by the computer when you save, when you start your computer, when you save your file, when you shut down your computer. What tasks are there which are done by your computer? We will discuss about these things. Students, the first operation of a computer is procedure for starting a computer. What we have done? We start our computer, we power on our computer, then computer takes some time. It may be 30 seconds, it may be 1 minute, it may be 2 minutes. It depends on the configuration of the computer. Why computer is taking that time? Whenever we start the computer, the first task of the computer is to check each and every hardware, that all the hardwares are properly working or not. Clear? This is called POST, power on self test. Computer is doing a self test in the beginning. And in self-test, there is a memory that is called CMOS. It helps the computer to test each and every hardware or functionality of the computer. Next is basic input-output system, BIOS. After you start the computer, computer will be set on post mode, and post mode will use these two operations. One is CMOS, it is a memory, and second is BIOS, basic input output system, or you can say operations. So whenever you start a computer, computer will check each and every hardware that it is working or not, properly working or not. So whenever each and every test has done, then your operating system means Windows, in mobile phone you are having Android, so your operating system will load into your RAM, random access memory. Your operating system is permanently stored into your hard disk, and from hard disk to it will load into RAM, and when it completely loaded into your RAM, then you can see your desktop on the screen. Clear? So this is how your computer starts. Why it is taking so much time? I have told you. Next is procedure for shutting down a computer. Basically, what we do? We click on all programs, we click on start button, we click on power option, we click on shutdown button. Our computer will shutting down. But what is the procedure in between? You have to close all those files which you have opened, or you have to save those files. By chance, if you haven't closed your files or you haven't saved your files, computer, when you click on shutdown button, computer will ask you to save those files. And if those files are already saved, then computer safely save those files in your computer, load those files in your computer, in your hard disk, and then it will be shut it down. So this is the two basics operations. One is how you can start a computer. Click on you can press your power button, then you can click, you can see that the computer will take 1 or 2 minutes according to the configuration of the computer. Next, I have told you about operating system. Now what is operating system? This lesson is basically depend on these tasks. Operating system. Operating system is a software which is basically provide the user an interface to work in the computer. Have you imagined that we use hardware, like I'm typing with computer, with keyboard, and that text is displayed in an application like Word, Excel or other application. How it happens? It happens with the help of the operating system. When you attach your pen drive with your computer, one message is displayed there that this particular device is attached with your computer, is installing the drivers. Why it happens? It happens by the help of the operating system. So operating system checks each and every operation of your computer which is done by us. It means one side there is software, on second side there is hardware by which we are doing work in the application, or you can say software. But in between these two, hardware and software, we are having one more software that is called operating system. So operating system provides us an interface to work hardware with application software. So this is your operating system. We are having different type of operating system, like Windows. In computers you are having Windows. We are having one more operating system, Linux. Apple, there is Macintosh, Mac operating system you can say. Then we are having Android. In mobile phones we are having Android. Clear? So there are DOS, one more operating system. It was used earlier, DOS operating system, disk operating system, DOS. So these are the operating systems. Now, functions of operating system. I have told you some basic functions. Some are here, like to manage hardware and software. Whenever you attach a hardware with your computer, it will check that particular files for that hardware is stored in that computer or not. Like if you have attached your pen drive, firstly it will install all the files regarding to that pen drive in your computer, and then you can use your pen drive. Printer, you have to install the files of the computer in the computer of that printer, and then you can use that printer. Clear? So whenever you attach a hardware with your computer, it will check all those files related to that hardware is properly installed in your computer or not. Next is to provide interface to the user. I have told you that the same thing, that it provides you an interface to the user. Means a screen will be provided by the operating system, and then you can open any application and you can do work by the help of the hardware in that particular software. Next is to communicate with each application. Suppose an application is there and that is damaged or corrupted by your virus, so it will show you the message. If any particular software is not working properly, the message will be displayed to you. So it will communicate with each and every application or each and every software which is stored in your computer. So these are the basic functions of operating system. Now, next is types of operating system. There are different types of softwares, operating systems. First is CUI, Character User Interface. These type of softwares, operating systems, were used earlier. Nowadays we are not using these. In CUI we do work by the help of typing text only. There is no use of mouse in these kind of operating systems. Now, what is the name of that operating system? That is DOS, disk operating system. In this software, what you can do? You can give the command by typing in your computer, and then you can do your work. A black screen will be displayed. No button will be there, no menu will be there, no taskbar, nothing will be there. Only a black screen will be there, a blinking cursor will be there, and then you can do your work by typing the commands. So it is difficult to work in these type of operating systems because we have to learn each and every command to do work. If I want to save a file, I have to learn a command. If I want to create a file, I have to learn a command. If I have to rename a file, I have to learn a command. If I want to copy a file, I have to learn a command. So for each and every task, you have to learn a command. So near about 6 to 7,000 commands are there in DOS, and if you want to do work properly in this operating system, you have to learn these commands. Next operating system is GUI, Graphic User Interface. Windows, Linux, Macintosh, your Android. So these type of operating systems are your GUI based. So students, in GUI you will find buttons, you will find icons, you will find menus, and you can open any file by clicking on the menu on your icon. You can save a file by clicking on file or click on save button. It means there is no need to learn a command for this type of operating system. You have to just do a particular action. It means click, double click, right click. Clear? You can use mouse or keyboard both in these type of operating system. So this is your GUI. There are some more operating system. One is multitasking, second is multi-programming. So only few of the things are discussed in your in these type of operating system, not completely discussed here. Multitasking, an operating system which can do multiple tasks at the same time, like you are downloading a file, at the same time you can listen to music. When you are listening to music, at the same time you can do painting, or you can do typing work, or you can do copy at the same time. So in multitasking, multiple tasks can be done at the same time in these type of operating system. In Windows you can do this particular work. Multi-programming, an operating system in this multiple programs works simultaneously together, एक साथ जो work करते हैं, those are your multitasking operating system. In your book only DOS is discussed there. I have told you about the DOS. In DOS, what you will find? A black screen you will find, and you can type the text and you can do your work. This is your disk operating system. Earlier this operating system was used in your computers before Windows. After that, Windows is there. You all have used Windows. In Windows, what is there? Icons are there, menus are there, or taskbar is there, desktop is there. So you can open your file by double clicking on the icon, by right click on the icon. So there is no need to learn any particular command. So Windows is much easier than your DOS, disk operating system. Linux, it was introduced near about 1991. Linux is a very safe operating system, and it is open source. Open source means it is a free of cost. You can download Linux free of cost from the internet. There is no need to pay anything for this software. While if you want to use Windows, you have to purchase it, or the Windows which mostly we are using, that is basically pirated. Original window if you want to use, you have to purchase that window, but Linux there is no need to purchase it. Linux is a is also a safest operating system because it is a virus free operating system. The structure of this particular software is designed in such a way that your virus will not affect this particular operating system. Next is mobile operating systems. In mobile operating system, Android you have used. Android operating systems are basically designed for your mobile phones, and these operating systems are very popular nowadays. One more software is there, that is your Symbian. That software is used before Android operating system. There is iOS. Your Apple mobile phones are using iOS operating system. This operating system is basically designed by the Apple company. Windows based mobile system, it means Windows operating system is also available for your mobile phone also. Earlier we have used there were Nokia mobile phones. One mobile phone was there, Nokia Lumia. That mobile phone is having Windows inside it. So Windows is also designed for the mobile phones. So these are the some basic operating systems which we have seen or which we have used in our devices. Okay, so these are the basic computer operations, and this is our lesson 10 in which we have discussed about these operating systems and these basic computer operations. Thank you. Have a nice day.